We're all out there on a hunt for that perfect Minecraft seed, the one that has everything we want for our vision to come true. That is why today on Pixel Pioneers we're looking at the top 7 seeds currently available in Minecraft 1.21. These aren't really ranked in any order because what you prefer is really subjective, but we have taken into account the access to the latest features released in the last few versions of the game. We also wanted to make sure that you don't have to travel far to experience the best that these seeds have to offer. So let's get into it. This is a seed unlike any other. You spawn on a small island and before you know it, the shadow of a giant woodland mansion is upon you. And then you realize that this mansion is just a short walk away from a village. How does any villagers left in a village when they have these kind of neighbors? Well, I have no idea. I don't think I'll have to explain why this is a phenomenal spawn. You get a beautiful island to build on, split between a taiga, a roof forest, and a nice beach for you to make a resort on. We all had a dream of taking a woodland mansion and making it our own, so having one spawn literally on top of you is a great start. And the village just down the road is a perfect addition, making this just the perfect scenario for a nice manor house with villager homes dotted around it. And while the island itself is pretty small, there's so many building projects you can do on it, I don't think you'll get bored. But if you want to travel away from it, well, there's plenty of interesting scenery just beyond the ocean. I know that just by looking at this footage, you want to get down there and start building and making an island your own. So don't waste any more time and do it now. Well, okay, at least wait until after this video is done, okay? With the Caves and Cliffs update, the terrain has gotten a lot more extreme in Minecraft Worlds, and there's few seeds that exemplify it more than this one, with a village stuck in a giant valley with a river at the bottom, all surrounded by the beautiful, tall spruce trees. It is a magnificent sight for a base, where you can really make the most of the height of the terrain, and as a bonus, while you usually have to do quite a bit of exploring to find ancient cities, here you have one of these new structures right underneath spawn, giving you easy access to all that place has to offer. Add to that some beautiful mountains, rolling fields and cherry groves all around, and even an outpost not far from spawn, and this is another seed that just gets your imagination going and is ripe with possibilities. From the surface, this probably doesn't look like much, just a roofed forest. But then if you look further away, you quickly see what it is. A giant donut-shaped mountain for you to shape into whatever you want. These are some of the best landscapes to make some really interesting and creative bases at. And yes, you said correctly, that is a woodland mansion overlooking this giant hole in the ground. Speaking of holes in the ground, this entire circle is pretty much hollow, with giant cave systems taking up most of the hill, meaning that this mountain is actually hollow in 2 different ways when you think about it. Plus you have one of the brand new trial chambers spawning right under your feet for easy access to all the new features in Minecraft 1.21. So while it's not objectively the most beautiful looking seed, it's still a roof forest, you can't deny it has plenty of potential. So definitely let me know what you would do with such a unique location. When you create a world with this seed and spawn in, you'll quickly realize that, yeah, you're kind of stuck in a massive hole. That's right, this seed spawns you in a giant, hollow mountain that you have to find your way out of. You rarely see worlds with a cave spawn, and even more rarely ones with such a giant cave system. Granted, it will make your journey out very difficult given how many mobs can spawn in there. And then you have to do a long trek down the mountain so you can finally get to some trees to even make a crafting table. But if you ever wanted to make a beautiful underground dwarven kingdom with all the new terrain generation added in Caves and Cliffs, well, this is your excuse to finally do it, providing the perfect location for an underground lair. The cave system itself is also ginormous, featuring everything from dungeons, geodes, and giant underwater aquifers of water and lava. So while you do kind of need to leave for the surface for wood or food, you can pretty much live and explore underground forever. So just get stuck in and get digging. At first, this seed may not seem like much, you just get stuck in some random jungle, but a short walk away from it, you find yourself a nice little village to settle down at, and even a handy ruined portal just outside of it. Like I said, we wanted these seeds to give you easy access to all of the latest features. So that is why this seed has a trial chamber right underneath this village, making it the perfect base camp for your expeditions into all that Tricky Trials has to offer. The scenery itself, while nothing too special, is also quite serene and peaceful, and if you want to do even more exploration, there's even a handy jungle temple and this rather picturesque looking pillager outpost out by the river. And all in all, it's a perfect seed for anyone who loves exploring and needs a good base to do it from the word go. Variety is the spice of life, and in Minecraft that variety mostly comes from biomes, with each one inviting different build styles, and especially if you're playing with others, there's definitely going to be arguments about where you want to build. This seed settles this argument, given how you get pretty much all of the major biomes in Minecraft within a short walk of each other, and they all look gorgeous, making the most of the brand new terrain generation introduced with caves and cliffs. Standouts include this beautiful mountain village that just begs to become some sort of ski resort or other mountainous retreat for you to relax in. And hey, as a bonus, you get a nether portal right at spawn to make accessing the hellish dimension as easy as possible. I can't overstate how pretty this seed is, combining all of the key biomes in the game, meaning that if you want to build between biomes or can't yet decide which one you want to settle in, then this gives you the perfect opportunity to really experiment with as many as possible. And it's perfect for a multiplayer world if each person or team of people want a different base in a different style in a different biome. And while you might be scattered across separate biomes, you can all look towards the center and be united by seeing the same stunning tall mountains rising with everything else. This place is truly a storyteller's dream. This last one is a bit different. You might look at the surface and think, well, what's the big deal? Well, you see, the big deal is actually below the surface, where you'll quickly discover this ginormous mineshaft system just below spawn. And while that's impressive enough, it isn't as impressive as the centerpiece of this seed, a giant glitched mineshaft that extends through the entirety of the X-axis. That's right, you have one long tunnel going across the entire world, and I mean entire world. It is a truly baffling glitch seed, and obviously this isn't supposed to happen, but it provides a very interesting challenge, seeing exactly how far you can go underground and what else you can exactly find while you're down there. Again, seeing how many of the recent updates in Minecraft have in some way introduced something to do below ground, giving you an excuse to travel in one direction below the surface for as long as possible gives you a great opportunity to explore as much of it as possible. This isn't obviously your normal seed, it's meant more as a challenge or a fun opportunity to just travel and see what you can find, be a nomad mole underground as it were. So if you try this out for yourself, definitely let me know down in the comments what you find and how far you've made it along the X-axis. I highly doubt any of you are going to go all the way to the edge, but if you do, let me know, you mad lads. And there it is, our top 7 seeds for Minecraft 1.21. Is there any we missed? Let me know down in the comments below. And as usual, subscribe to Pixel Pioneers for more like this in the future.